What's good everyone, it's Smudger here. Let's talk about platinum launchers. Really easy, surprisingly enough. A little bit frustrating at times, but nothing was inherently difficult. We're going to split it into non-lockable and lockable launchers. I don't know if non-lockable is even a word, but it's what we're going with. And by that I mean the non-lockable being the RPG and the Strela, and the lockable being the Pila and the Jokr. One side is far easier than the other. I'll give you 3 guesses about which one it is. I did all of this in Ground War and Invasion. I did Invasion for the lockable and Ground War for the non-lockable, which will become clearer when we get to that. As far as perks went, I ran Spotter as my second perk and then Overclocked as my third perk because you gain your ammo box quicker that way, which is really important for the non-lockable launchers. But let's start with the lockable launchers. For the Pila, you need to destroy 15 enemy kill streaks, equipment or vehicles, and for the Jokr it is 10. Incredibly easy. You can do this in any game mode. I chose Invasion because there's a higher number of UAVs to shoot down, and let's be honest, the UAVs are the easiest things to shoot down. You just stand there and you wait for a UAV and then you shoot it down. The Jokr can be a little bit funny, it misses on occasion. If the UAV is kind of directly above you when you fire it, it doesn't seem to like that, but for the most part, 9 out of 10 shots hit and there's no real issues. You could do it in Ground War, you could do it in normal matches. It's just reliant on the enemy calling in kill streaks. That's really all it is. You can shoot down VTOLs if you want, but UAVs take 1 shot, so I don't know why you wouldn't prioritize them. Same with counter UAVs. This is where the Spotter comes in real handy because they're kind of like little drone things that sit in the sky. So it's nice to have them outlined in red when they do get called in. It makes it a little bit easier to find. That is the lockable launchers done. That's how easy they are. You just sit there and you shoot down UAVs. 15 for the Pila, 10 for the Jokr. Super easy. Take an ammo box so you can replenish your missiles. Now the non-lockable ones are a bit different. Same challenge. You have to shoot down 25 enemy kill streaks, equipment or vehicles with the Strela, and 10 for the RPG. This is where Ground War is super useful because there's a far greater number of players using vehicles, and that includes the ATVs, the tanks, the APCs, anything like that. The issue is, or rather the frustration is, it takes so many rockets to kill a tank or an APC. The best thing that I found was to just sit by an objective, because a lot of the tank players seem to love playing the objective, which is no bad thing, but it means that you can sit on a rooftop or sit by an ammo cache, just wait for them to roll up, start hitting them with missiles, especially once you have overclocks and you can store 2 ammo boxes at once. If you shoot the tank on the backside of it, it will count as a critical hit, gives a bit more damage, and you only need to disable it. So when it comes up as vehicle disabled or disabled vehicle, whichever one it is, that's your job done. You don't need to make it explode, you don't need to wait for it to blow up, that is your job done. The most difficult part is the fact it takes so many missiles, and the RPG itself is quite weak against vehicles. It is a little bit luck based, which is where some of the frustration comes in. It's not difficult per se, it is just tedious, and you got to get a bit lucky. You've got to hope that the driver doesn't turn around and just one-shot you into oblivion. You've got to hope that you have enough ammo on you when the tank does roll up. It's completely doable. I reckon I did the Strela in about 5 games of Ground War. I probably got about 5 disables a game, roughly. The RPG, it probably took me about the same, and I only got 2 disables a game. The RPG was just so much weaker, but it's entirely doable. It is just frustrating, and it is all about kind of preparation before the tank reaches you in terms of stocking up on ammo or being near an ammo cache. If you do happen to see an ATV or one of the little buggy type things, they're one shot with the missile, so 100% prioritize them if you see them, especially if you see them with the Spotter perk through a wall. I'd hightail it over there and try your best to kill them, because that's just such an easy way to do it. With the Strela, you can shoot down counter UAVs. You can shoot down UAVs as well, it's just really tricky. Counter UAVs are entirely stationary. It's easier the closer you are to them. It's mostly just a straight shot to them as long as you're close enough, and they're a pretty easy way to pick up a tag towards this challenge. But other than that, tanks, APCs are going to be your best friends, and you're just going to have to keep firing those missiles at them until it's done. For reference, I reckon I got all of the launchers platinum in about 3 hours. and that wasn't particularly me going hard to try and get them either. I'd 100% recommend doing the launches whilst you level up another gun, or you're trying to do your sniper challenges or your LMG challenges, something like that, rather than just doing what I did and solely focusing on them, because it stops you getting a little bit frustrated when you know a tank is one shot and you have completely run out of missiles. With that being said, if you need any other help on anything, drop a comment down below. I'll do my absolute best to help. And as always, I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.